Hey folks, it's Andy Barrar, Handy Andy from handyandymedia.com. Today we're looking at the Aventon Abound cargo e-bike for Best Buy. You can find the description below, but look at that. It's got a rear rack, footboards, and a little handle for kids to hold while you ride them, or you could deliver cargo. The link is in the description, so let's go ahead and begin this review. So what really makes this bike notable has to be two things. This large rear rack that you see in the back, and that allows you to put different accessories that Aventon provides, whether it's a seat or a basket, but it also has these footboards. And that means that you can actually have kids, young kids, or even maybe adults, sit on the back of this while you deliver it. You also see that plastic pads and the fender, so it's gonna block you from having your feet to hit it, and also blocks all of the mud and stuff from getting into there. It also comes with this little convenient carrying case. So inside here you can carry your belongings as you're going for these long rides. It could be your smartphone, maybe some sunglasses, your wallet, or what have you. Now let's look at both the seat and the handlebars, because to adjust the seat's really easy. You just gotta unlatch that. You can go up and down, find that right seat height that you want. There's also this handle that can then orient the shape and direction that you want for the seat before you lock it in place. So super easy to do on the fly, but it's also advantageous when you're transporting it, because you could actually put the seat as low as possible and then also do the same with the adjustable handlebar. So as you can see, I'm having a little bit of trouble because I got a camera in one hand, but essentially you can collapse that handlebar to go down, and then together that's going to allow you to transport it, say in the back of a minivan or on a flatbed pickup truck. You're going to be able to kind of have a better way of transporting it, so it's not as big, because you can see it's a very long e-bike. So these kind of features really help. Now let's talk about the battery. It does come with the key, and that allows you to open it up and remove the battery, because it is quite heavy. But the advantage is, you can see right there, that is the battery port. So you hit the charging block, you can charge it in your bedroom or inside your house and leave the bike outside. Great way to keep the battery charged, and a nice secure way to make sure that it doesn't come out. That flap on the bottom, one thing I noticed is it is kind of like fits snug, but you really got to play around with it to make sure that it's properly in place. Well, folks, now it's time to test out the Aventon Abound, see how it rides, because it is a very long e-bike, but it has a 750 watt motor inside. So I'm very interested to see how much kick it has. But one thing that I've really noticed about it is just the flexibility and modularity of it. You could use it to ride with your kids one day, and then you can use it to move cargo. However, I was really disappointed I didn't have the accessories to show you with it, because I would have loved to try it with cargo and kids on the back. But this is just what I had for the review, so I had to make the best of it. Unfortunately, I didn't have any weight to try it out. Speaking of weight, this bike is extremely heavy. It weighs about 80 pounds. And being that it's so long, it really feels super heavy. Like, I was struggling to pick it up. If I had to put this into a pickup truck, I think that would be really hard, just because how long it is, and that weight is kind of really distributed across the bike. But that is kind of the one consideration that you need to take note with a cargo bike that can handle up to 440 pounds of total weight and 140-ish something pounds on the back of the rear rack. So that's a total of 440 pounds that it can handle. Here I'm just going to test it out with the pedal assist on, very low, but I noticed that it's quite comfortable. I like the fact that you can adjust the seat, kind of get that perfect comfort, because you could be carrying kids on the back of this. So that would be really fun if you're a parent with young children. You can get the accessories to have two kids to sit on the back while you're riding. And the great thing is, it's an electric bike, so at any point in time you want to increase the pedal assist, you can with just, a flick of a button. But there's also a throttle on it. So if you don't even want to pedal, and I'll show you just how fast this thing can go in a minute, but if you don't want to pedal, you could always use the throttle. So you have so much flexibility in how you use it. You can just see, I noticed right there, the acceleration was pretty fast, and that's because it's designed to handle cargo. So here I am just using the throttle. You'll notice I'm not pedaling at all. I just want to see just how does this maneuver if I'm trying to take sharp turns, just because it is a longer bike, but when you're riding it, it doesn't feel longer. So if you have to move cargo or kids, or you just need to move stuff around, I have to tell you, this is a great bike. I really like that kickstand as well, because it's very similar to what you see with motorcycles. Great overall addition. So folks, if you need to carry little kids, some cargo, or maybe even older adults that weigh about 140 pounds, you can do it with the Aventon Abound. I highly recommend. Again, hit the link, the description below. You'll find a link for it on Best Buy. I'm Andy Barrar, Handy Andy, signing out. See you again next time.